9 different chest opening traps. 9 different chest opening traps you can use in your game. Bro, it's just so fun. It's so crazy to watch. So let's just get into the button, bro. The first opening trap today is the Queen's Gambit trap. The Queen's Gambit trap, and it starts with D4. An opponent strike with D5. You strike with C4, and after take, you play a slow move, pawn E3, trying to take the pawn with your bishop, or opponents trying to hold them to the pawn by playing B5. What do you play? You play A4. A4 trying to lash in the pawn, and if opponent try to just hold on to the pawn with this, because if you take, if opponent take, your rook can take, and now you can also take the pawn, but opponent try to hold by playing C6. C6, what do? You take the pawn, and after taking back, you bring your queen to F3. Queen to F3. What is this queen F3 doing? Is aiming the rook. It's aiming the rook, and there's no way to save the rook. You know what stockfish? What stockfish want you to play in this position? Bishop B7. Just completely give away the bishop. That is the best way to just hold down to your rook, and you are just winning a full bishop. You are just winning a full bishop, and you can take, bro. You can take. All right, that is the first gambit. So let's go into the tension gambit trap. The tension gambit trap is what we'll be looking at next. How does it start? It starts with knight F3. Knight F3, and opponent play D5. You just strike in the center. E5, and if you take, you put your knight to G5. Knight G5. And whatever opponent play, maybe just defend. You put your knight to G5. What is the knight to G5? Trying to claim the knight, the pawn with the knight. But opponent again want to hold on to the pawn. So you play knight F6, defending the pawn. What do? You sacrifice a pawn. You sacrifice a pawn. What is the sacrifice do? Because if opponent take, you take back with the bishop. And now you are setting up a beautiful trap. You are setting up a beautiful trap. Now opponent want to kick away the knight. So he plays something. H6. And here again, what do? You sacrifice the knight. You sacrifice the knight because the knight now is fucking the queen and the rook. An opponent have to take. And after captures with the king, what do? You sacrifice again the bishop. You sacrifice against the bishop to lure the king away from the queen, because after this capture, you are just up a full queen. You just win the queen. You just completely, you are completely a queen up. Bro, that is the second garbage. So let's dive into delayed alpha trap. That's the next trap. Delay alpha trap. So how does this one start? It starts with E4, and after opponent go with C5. This is the normal Sicilian setup, bro. This is the Sicilian setup, bro. So after C5, what do you play? You bring your knight F3. Knight F3, and whatever you play, this is, you know the Sicilian. If you don't, black is playing the Sicilian setup right now. So what do? You play C3, and after knight F6, you play bishop E2. Bishop E2, completely giving away this pawn, and opponent cannot take. Bro, opponent cannot take, because if you take, you can see there is queen check, queen A4 check, and there's no way to defend the knight, because the queen is just going to sweep away the knight. And whatever you play, you just take, you are just up a full piece. All right, let's jump into the fifth trap, Philidor trap. This trap is called the Philidor trap. So let's jump into this one again. How does it start? It starts with E4, and opponent play E5. This is the normal setup. You know this setup, bro. So, and after you bring your knight to F3, you play D6, holding the center. And what do? You strike in the center. D4, D4, and after take, you take with back with the knight. And after knight F6, what do you play again? You defend. C3. Just wait for this trap. Just be patient with me for this trap. And opponent just play. This is the normal, you know the setup. Trying to bring his bishop to this square, but you pin the knight down. You just pin the knight to the queen, and after this, you bring your queen. You are ready to castle. This pawn are ready to match, but that is not even what we are looking at, because after opponent castle, you castle long too, and after knight C6, which is completely losing, what do? You take the knight, and after this capture, you just strike with this. You just strike in the center, because if opponent take, you are going to be winning a full rook. You have this battery lining up against the queen. And after, you cannot take, so we just play something else to just take away. So when you just take the knight for free, you just take, because you can't save the knight. You just take the knight for free, and you take. You are just completely up a bishop. You are completely up a piece. Bro, that is the Philidor trap. That is the Philidor. The next one, which is the number 6 trap we'll be looking at, is the famous groom. The most famous groom trap is for the next trap we want to be looking at now. So let's dive into it. How does it start? It starts with, God damn it, D4. You just lash in D4, and opponent just play D5, trying to pick up your pawn for free. Bro, watch it. And after bishop D2, opponent just take the pawn. What? It's ready to fall into your trap, because you just open up again with B3. God damn it. Have you seen this setup before? B3, and after, opponent just don't want you to have the center, because if you take, you just place your pawns in the center, and you are just completely winning, because you have the center out to yourself. For both opponents, defend the center, and after take, you go again with your queen B3, putting pressure on this pawn with your bishop and your queen. Plus, we are also attacking this, so opponent want to give away this pawn, and he defend this pawn to give away this one, because the center pawn is always very important. So that is a blunder, bro. You give a check, bro. You just give a check, because the bishop now cannot retreat back to this square. So you are just going to win. You're just going to win a bishop. And after you play whatever I play, knight there or queen there, you just win a bishop, bro. You are just up in 4 pieces. You're just up in 4 pieces. So let's jump into the number 7, the classic bullet trap. The classic bullet trap. How does it start? Opponent play D4. Now this is the black trap. You just blasting your pawn. You're blasting your pawn, and after take bishop here, threatening this weak pawn. What are you trying to do? And after knight here, what do? Again, you sacrifice a pawn. You are setting up a pawn. You are setting up a trap. It's closer to the trap we set up with white the other time, by attacking the weak pawn and deflect the king from the queen. We want to deflect the king from the queen. And if you take, you sacrifice the knight. It's a bullet trap, a walking bullet, because if you take, you give a check, bishop check, bishop to the king check, and after the king take, because the king has not square, you are just going to win the point. Beautiful. The next one on the line now, the number 8 trap we'll be looking at is the funny trap. This also work with black. Don't stay around and see, enjoy the show. You start with D4. When it went with D4, you bring your knight at knight F6, and after knight D2, you're blasting E5. If take, you blasting G4. What does G4 do? Trying to take with the knight. and also attacking this, but opponent defend the pawn. No, this is very funny. Anyway, opponent just kick your knight out, wanted you to take. So what do? You sacrifice the knight. E3. You put your knight on E3. Don't even sacrifice the knight. You know why? Because if you take queen check, bro, the ways to blast it. E3. And you're just going to take, and it's just completely checkmate. It's not funny trap. Oh, let's jump into the Korokon top. How does it start? E4, opponent set up for Korokon, playing C6. And after knight C3, you blasting the pawn. After take, you don't take. Because if you take, bro, you take with the knight. And opponent developing the knight, thinking you want to take, and you don't. You just put your queen on E2, and opponent defend with D7. That if you take the knight, he's just going to take back with the knight. Bro, can you find a checkmate in one for me? Can you find a check? Did you see a checkmate in one? It is boom, boom, D7, knight D7, and it's a checkmate. The pawn cannot take. The queen, the pawn is pinned to the king.